this technique I'm going to teach you is not just going to help you improve your habits around sleep. Any habit that you want to break, you can use it for. So say you want to stop playing computer games, plug that in, it's going to massively help. So yeah, incredibly powerful technique, and you've got it for the rest of your life once you've heard it. So imagine you want to go to the airport and you get in the taxi cab and you ask the taxi driver to take you to the airport. The taxi driver is going to take you to the airport because you've given him one very simple, clear instruction. Now imagine you get into that taxi cab and you say to the taxi driver, I want you to take me to the airport, but I don't want you to take this route, I want you to take that route. And I don't want you to wear that cologne because you smell like an absolute dumpster fire when you do.
Stings the nostrils.
And turn off Radio 1 because only a child listens to Radio 1. You're an adult now, so you should be listening to Classic FM. And clean the outside of it before I get in. It's absolutely disgusting. And very quickly, that taxi driver is going to rebel. It's going to grab you by the scruff of the neck and chuck you out that cab. Now that's what you're doing to your brain when you want to change a habit, but you give it 1,001 things to do and you criticize and you condemn it. It's just going to rebel and it's not going to do what you ask of it. So what you need to do instead is just to give the brain one very clear, simple instruction. To say you want to not snooze the alarm tomorrow and get up. You just say to your brain, before you go to bed that night, repeat it 10 times. Next time I go to snooze the alarm, I won't. Next time I go to snooze the alarm, I won't. Or say you want to play video games before bed, which isn't ideal because the brain's trying to make you feel sleepy before bed, and by playing video games, you're asking it to be alert.
I'm at the stage right now where you get homesick and you go out into the desert and just sort of stare at nothing. It's intense.
So you'll say to the brain, next time I go to pick up that controller, I won't. Repeat it 10 times, and if you want the maximum effect, write it out 10 times, and you will find that next time you do go to pick up that controller, the brain's instantly going to remember it and you're not going to do it. It's an incredibly powerful form of self-hypnosis. But what is absolutely critical when you do this is when you mess up, and not if, because breaking habits is incredibly hard. So say you do snooze that alarm, you carry on the next day and you don't even acknowledge it. So there's two types of reinforcement. There's negative reinforcement or there's positive reinforcement. So disciplining the mind needs to come from a place of self-love, self-compassion, self-worth, because if you're asking it to do something incredibly hard, you've got to actively choose to want to do it because you know the huge amount of benefits for your health, happiness and well-being if you do it. So it should never ever come from a place of self-condemnation and criticism, because those things are not helpful to you. They're not helpful to your sleep and they're not helpful to your health and well-being either.